It's the first game back at Champion Hill for the new season tonight as Dulwich Hamlet welcome Crawley Town. The Hamlet have only had 68 minutes of football so far in pre-season, as their first game at Beckenham Town was abandoned due to a serious injury sustained by Beck's keeper Graham Loki. Their starting lineup features the ex-Crawley duo of Marvin Elliott and Gavin Tomlin, whilst Anthony Achimpong makes his first home start. Crawley have, by contrast, played 4 games already in pre-season, with 3 wins and most recently a 1-1 draw against a Chelsea 11. Dulwich fans, though, will have to wait a while longer to see ex-player Panutche Camara return to the Champion Hill pitch as he starts on the bench. The result may not be important tonight, but the Hamlet will be looking to give their League 2 counterparts a run for their money. Here in Tajbakash now. Did get a little nick off Nathan Green, trying to stay tight to him. Quick throw, it's a good one as well, is Enzio Boldewijn, shrugs off Weatherstone. Achimpong well positioned to intervene in the box. Given away by Cargbo though. Billy Clifford tries to put it back and there is a goal for Boldewijn. Dulwich shot themselves in the foot there, didn't clear their lines when they had the opportunity. And in the 3rd minute, it's Enzio Boldewijn who's put his side ahead. Cargbo not clearing. And Dulwich were punished from there. A cut back from Clifford. Found Boldewijn and he fires into the far corner to give Crawley the lead. 1-0. So a free kick in this sort of range, usually only one man who will consider taking. A couple of years ago, Carew scored a couple of belting free kicks in pre-season. Referee's happy. There's a 3-man wall for Carew. Goes through the wall. I think he took a little nick on it, but it was close to the goalkeeper. Didn't have to move there. Carew. On for Green it goes. And take on Denon Lewis, who's come over to the side since the substitution of Tajbakash. Chambers. Dumaka, lovely first touch. Second one is over the crossbar though from him. Excellent control on the chest by Dumaka. Just couldn't get his body over the ball, and as a result his shot goes over the crossbar. Chambers, nothing on for him. Weatherstone calling for it. Chambers goes long. Edwards not happy with his defender for giving the ball away there. Has been a few cobwebs in the performance so far, as you'd expect. Second game of pre-season. Green has to be careful here. Edwards got to react. Poor back pass, and it's 2-0. It's poked home. Easy goal for Panutche Camara. And he does score on his return to Champion Hill, and it's again all Dulwich's own doing. Poor from Chambers, poor from Green. Left back trying to poke it back towards his keeper. Hit his pass. And it's an easy tap in. It's Camara just a roll past his former teammate. Weatherstone brings that down. Cargbo. Ashley Carew. That's a great ball. Ming not been able to get forward too often tonight. Blazing the cross. It's going to be a header for Dumaka. It's poor goalkeeping. Too much power on the cross by Ming. And Dumaka has an easy header from a couple of yards out. And Dulwich have half the deficit straight away.
Goal to the Hamlet scored by Dumebi Dumaka.
Ball went wide to Sanchez Ming. Thought the cross might have had too much on it. Looked fairly innocuous. The keeper, though, spilled it. And Dumaka's nodded home. Clifford. Good spot. Camara, look at the space he's got. He can bring this forward as far as he wants. No one coming towards him. Now releases. First time shot is on for Cox. Comfortable for Edwards. Straight at him in the end. Behind Dumaka with the ball through. Final ball just lacking there for Dulwich. It's a lovely ball forward for Cox to chase. He's got the legs to keep it in play. Yes, he has. Achimpong will go with him. Cox beats him on the outside, sends him the cross. Here comes Lewis arriving. Couldn't take it first time. And was leaning back as he struck that and not troubling Preston Edwards. Courtois again. Achimpong. Weatherstone, a lot of time on the ball here for the Dulwich number 2. Now we'll use his Chambers. Towards Green it goes. He nods that on. Here's Dumaka. First touch is good. Second touch is also good. Dumaka's in for 2-2. Lovely finish, and he's got his second of this first half. A really fine goal from Dumebi Dumaka in the 44th minute. Dulwich draw level. Green nodded it onto him. First touch brought it down well. Second touch took away the defender with his third strokes under the goalkeeper for his second goal of this first half. It's 2-2. What can they come up with? Pretty deep. It's Chambers off his back. Picked up by Musa Sano, one of the changes, and it comes out to Randall to strike first time. Former Arsenal trainee, a long way over the top from Randall. Another one signed this summer from Newport County. Kotoy came on in that first half for Dulwich. Here's Carew. Lay off by Dumaka. Where have we seen that before? Kotoy. He's been dispossessed. Crawley, as soon as they get the ball, trying to get as many men forward as possible. Chambers has got to be careful here. It's all the way through. Off the crossbar it goes. And Edwards holds the rebound. Well, the first shot came from Jordan Roberts. Shrugged off Chambers with Edwards beaten. Came off the bar and volleyed back by Matt Harrold, but straight at the Dulwich custodian. Couple of step overs. Ball gets away from him. Crawley survive. First glimpse of Dulwich foraging forward in the second half. Here goes Young. And his brother's now a fullback at Manchester United. And there's going to be space all the way through. First time shot, could have maybe taken a touch. Still alive. And there is a tap in the middle. And it's Panutche Camara again. Dulwich never really survived the first shot from Musa Sano. Rebound came to Matt Harrold, I think. And pulls it back, and Camara's there again for his second of the game. And the Dumaka. Ming trying to carry on his run. Avina might have given it away to Ming. Yes, he has. Can't quite poke it on for Tomlin. The tenacity was there from Ming. Didn't give up. Avina almost laid it on a plate for him. Now back on the ball here, though. Dumaka. He goes for goal early on. And that's easy for Yusuf Mersin. Just trying to place in the bottom corner there, Dumaka. Couldn't get out of the goalkeeper's reach. Right, that went off his shoulder, but does find Harrold. Effective enough from Panutche Camara. Innovative pass, you'd have to say. Randall dillied and dallied on the ball and gives it away. Here's Ashley Carew. Tomlin, excellent first touch. Goes for goal, fine save, and off the goal line, almost an own goal from Josh Leyland. It's come for Green though, and flashes across goal and wide. Dulwich's best opportunity of the second half. Kevin James felt it was a Dulwich ball. Wonder how many minutes we'll see him on the field for this season, if he'll get many games. Didn't play much last season. A few cup appearances here and there, token off the bench at Whitehawk, for example. Here's Clunis. Dulwich have two ahead of him. One being Gordon. Clunis might go for goal himself. He does, and tip wide. Good save. Might have been creeping in that bottom corner. Mersin makes sure he doesn't find out the answer. Taylor. Clunis, good first touch. Takes it away from the attentions of the Crawley man. Maskell will like this fullback role. Naturally a winger. Played a lot of his season last year at left back for Grays. That's a speculative long range shot from Kotoy. Was dipping, but straight down the throat of the goalkeeper. Wide from Bullman. Young. Taking on Jamie Maskell. Will he beat him on the outside? Looks to do so. Sliding in Maskell there. Young keeps it in play. It was his last touch. Would have been a goal kick had he not got that touch. Crossfield ball looking for Avina. First touch, plucks it out of the air. It's nice. Beating Belende on the inside. Got a little touch though, Rhesus Belende. Sano, he's tried to curl one. Lucky it curled straight at Edwards, who, despite dropping at his feet, was able to gather without any pressure on him. Leyland. Avina again. Sano. Roberts. He lands up the shot this time. That's going away from goal as well. Connolly again. Slip through. Here goes Sano. Can Crawley get that fourth? Goes inside. And on the outside again. Drilled across goal, and it is a fourth. Last touch, I think, was Matt Harrold. May have taken a deflection in there, end up in the top corner, so Crawley do get number 4 from Musa Sano. feigned to shoot on the inside before beating his man again. He took it towards the byline, cut it back, and hit hard and high by Matt Harrold. And that's 4-2. Pokes that on, bit of a toe punt, but Hales can come forward. Might be time for one last attack for Dulwich. Nodded away. Comes for Kotoy. Again, decent feet. Hales deflects for Ferraz. That's lovely skill. Ferraz! That deserved a goal. That would have been one of the best goals you see for the whole season. In it comes. Taylor was flying in. Goulding will retrieve it. We've had our 90 now. Inside for Caio Guimarães. Given away. Camara, look at this. Crawley wanting a fifth, and Sano looking to get in here. Rapid pace from him. What a save by Edwards that is. Really good save from Edwards, a strong hand. That was travelling, that ball, I can tell you that. Sano denied a fine fifth there. Good saves at both ends in the last couple of minutes. Bullman. Camara. Has he got time for a hat-trick? Pokes it on for Randall. Pulls back, Camara got a little touch on that. Comes through for Roberts. Thought he maybe could have had a shot. Harrold. He does shoot. Another good save by Edwards. Tipped away for a Crawley corner. Goalkeepers are showing off the final couple of minutes of this game. It's pretty deep. I think it's going to be too deep. And the referee blows for full time. An entertaining game at Champion Hill tonight. 6 goals between the two sides. It's Crawley who've come out on top, winning by 4 goals to 2, as many would have expected arriving at Champion Hill tonight. But Dulwich gave them a good game after gifting them 2 goals in the first half. Firstly, Enzio Boldewijn putting them ahead, and then Panutche Camara, Dulwich old boy, coming back to stroke one past Preston Edwards. Dulwich came back, and 2 goals of contrasting style from Dumebi Dumaka. Firstly, a header from close range after the keeper had spilled it, before a fine second goal, bringing Dulwich level at the break. But 2 goals in the second half took Crawley away from their hosts. Camara got on the score sheet again, and a late goal from Matt Harrold ensures it's a 4-2 win for Crawley in this pre-season friendly. Gav, obviously the result's not important tonight, but it was a good workout for the boys. Yeah, very good workout. I thought the boys acquitted themselves really well. We started slightly slow, first sort of 10 minutes, and then we got organised a little bit better, really quickly on the pitch, which is not easy to do. And made a good game of it. I thought we made it competitive, played some nice football at times, played against a strong Crawley team, so it was enjoyable. See, only playing 68 minutes, and some of those players would have only played 20 minutes in that game last week, so there were going to be a few sluggish movements in the first 20 minutes or so, and that was seen with the 2 goals we conceded. Yeah, I'd say so, but I mean, right, like you said at the top, it's a pre-season game. It's probably our first real one, really, to be honest with you. Probably this time next week, Tuesday, we'll probably play Palace, and we'll be a little bit sharper, just with the minutes under our belts, everyone. We've got another game Thursday night, we've got another game Friday night. It gives us a little bit of an opportunity to get everyone minutes leading into Tuesday. 90% of that squad that started the game obviously played together. That's obviously a big help as well in these games. Yeah, definitely. It's obviously a help because you're not doing so much organisation. They know each other, what they're good at, what they're not so good at. So we hope that will help us as the season starts. Didi looked very sharp. I thought last week he was unlucky not to score at Beckenham, and then tonight he's hit 2 very contrasting goals, but the second in particular, very good strike. Definitely, and there's a lot more to come from Didi. He's got so much good attributes, big, strong, but has good feet as well. We feel that he's going to be a massive asset for us this year, but he put in a good shift today and took his goals well. Obviously a few trialists as well. What have you made of them and their attitude at training and in the games they've played? Very good, positive. They've come in, they've made the training games and exercises really competitive. They've made it hard for everyone, and they deserve to be playing today and getting a run out, and we'll look at them again on Thursday and then on Friday as well.